Dear colleagues, good day. With the great pleasure and on behalf of the authors team, let me present our research work, evaluation of the system quality of education and its socio-economic impact, analogies with software testing. What I want to say on the start of my speech. In our work, we tried to use DIKW model, data information, knowledge, wisdom model for the description of dynamic system quality of education. Much attention had been paid to DIKW model by researchers in various fields science introduced by Artyukhov in 1989. However, we propose a multi-layered DIKW-based framework for use in education quality assurance system and specified the higher education institution requirements for introduced sublayers not present in DIKW hierarchy. And you can see some analogies with quality assurance system and DIKW model. On the upper picture you can see the some transformation, the data to knowledge, and you can see that there are some stage of verification of the model after the generation of information and obtaining of knowledge. We need to create some instrument, some algorithm for the testing, quality control and quality assurance, and after this we need to obtain the feedback and improve our system, our algorithm, and improve the main parts of this algorithm for the increasing the influence and socio-economic impact. The literature review made it possible to highlight the main areas of study of the quality of education phenomenon and the ways to describe it on the DIKW model for the data and information blocks. These are digitalization of education, successful models for building quality systems, state regulation and management of the education quality, ensuring the quality of education in subject areas, and quality of education and sustainable development goals. On this slide you can see the results of bibliometric analysis, the map of keywords on the request testing of education, and all keywords for determining the indicators of testing the system quality of education. As you can see, the keywords are related to stakeholders, are related to academic environment, socio-economic influence, and some parts of educational processes, so on, so on. What is the general line of our research? It's a relationship between the sustainable development goals and the provision of quality criteria for educational programs. As you remember, we have two types of examination of educational programs. First type is internal examination, which is based on internal quality assurance system at the university level. And the second one is external examination, which is based on the criteria of National Agency for Higher Education quality assurance. And on the bottom part of this slide you can see the 10 criterion of external examination, and the top part of this slide you can see the relationship between some sustainable development goals and some numbers of criterion. You can see that these criterion are related to design and objectives of educational program, structure and content of the educational program, access to the educational program and recognition of learning outcomes, teaching and learning in the educational program, control measures and academic integrity, human resources, educational environment and material resources, internal quality assurance of the educational program, transparency and publicity, and learning through research. And for example, you can see that Sustainable Development Goals goal number 4, quality education, is related to the criterion, for example, 1, 2, and 8. And you can see that 5 Sustainable Development Goals are related to 10 criteria of external examination of educational programs. Our research team is made some algorithm of the testing of quality assurance system, quality of education system on the regional or local level, university level. We have the prototype, some model of educational and scientific activity in our university. We have some stage of testing, and the last one, but the main part, is the part of external quality assurance, and on the results of the external quality assurance and feedback from our internal and external stakeholders, we are able to make some changes in this algorithm and create improved version of this algorithm. And we are able to do it step by step, and we are able to do it many times, and in final we obtain, it's our point of view, some ideal system for this period, because for the next period, for the next year, for example, during the change in our approach from Ministry of Science and Education, maybe we will obtain some other algorithm. And what I want to say in conclusion section: the proposed testing algorithm for the dynamic system quality of education allows to conduct a two-stage performance check. It's very important, two-stage performance check, and highlight the possible loss of connection, the appearances of bugs between the elements of the system. This approach for assessing the effectiveness of the function of the model through internal and external testing. Internal testing is university level, and external testing is national level, National Agency for Quality Assurance in Higher Education. And this model through internal and external testing makes it possible to determine the key indicators for the quality assurance system management. Thank you for your attention, and ready for the questions.